Hello friends and fellow reefers. This is the 7-month status of this reef build. The tank looked from a distance phenomenal and the corals have been growing very well, very fast. But it's been a busy month as last month I diagnosed the tank with dinoflagellates and we will not cover that battle here in this blog, but there are 4 movies on how I approached it and reached this state. Please have a look in the description below. If we focus on the inhabitants of the tank being primarily the fish and the corals, they are currently doing great, but they've had 2 low levels hit during the last month, and mainly it has been as a result of the fight with the dinoflagellates, but also the cyanobacteria shifting around the sand probably sent the pH swinging in the tank a little bit too much. So they've been cranky during the month, but right now they're doing well, corals are growing and the fish are fat. About the coral health, I only have one remark or one confession, it's an observation. Looking at the green Montipora here, they are starting to become pale or grey. So I'm suspecting that the iron levels in the tank has once more plunged, and I probably need to do an ICP test to check out the trace element levels of the complete tank, and I think it is that still haven't dialed in the bulling completely in the tank. But it's looking good, but we have some improvements still to realize. If we take a look in the sump area, the biggest development is that we've hooked up the macroalgae reactor and it's running K2, and I'm still running with vodka to keep the nitrates down. Bulling is looking the same, and also the ATO. Wiring, I haven't done much. And then for the macroalgae reactor, I have the return. It is returning into the first compartment of the sump, and then this compartment is still unlit with only sand in it, and the other 2 compartments, they're basically looking the same, so no updates there. One of the interesting observations I made this month is, take a step back. I think the reason why I'm struggling with cyanobacteria the last 2 weeks is that I zeroed out on the phosphate or the inorganic phosphate in the water, and I started dosing phosphate as a result of that. And then I see the reaction on the corals when you have a near zero inorganic phosphate in the water column and you start dosing phosphate. What's the response on the corals? Because typically you try to do it the opposite way, that you have too high phosphates and you try to keep it down to a low level, but here it was the opposite. And I think the concentration of zooxanthellate has increased on the coral since I started dosing phosphate, or if it's the feeding mechanism on the corals that are triggered with the phosphates in the water, quite a lot clearer. And I think that only this small observation, going from 0 to something, and how is the response on the corals, has been very interesting or intriguing. I haven't decided what to do with that observation. I will reflect on it a little bit more. But other than that, and other than that, I've actually spent quite a lot of time battling dinoflagellates and also cyanobacteria, and have a look in the description below if you're interested in how I approached it. I think where I'm at this point, the tank is looking good, it's looking healthy, corals and fish are growing and doing well. I'm quite satisfied with it. It's been a learning journey. And with that said, I thank you for your attention, and I urge you, please leave a comment, please suggestion or some thoughts, and I will see you in a month from now. Have a good day. Bye bye.